All right, let me give it just a minute for some people to jump in here. Hold on. So I saw a video that I found very disturbing. It is a local media guy. I say local, he's down in Brazoria County. He's just west of where I'm at. And he does a lot of, not cop watching, but actual news reporting. He's an independent journalist with his own news channel, and he jumps out and does these, videos traffic accidents, things like that. Now, when I do it, it's cop watching because I'm out there to watch over the police and make sure that they don't violate anybody's rights. But when somebody does it in a journalistic fashion, they're out there being journalists, genuinely. And that's what this guy was doing. But the response he got from the Lake Jackson police is mind-numbing. You would think it was 20 years ago. I'm going to show you the video here. And there is a link to the full video in the description of this video, but we'll get to that in a minute, because on top of this, I've also got the local chief of police there sent Justin a response, and we'll get to that in just a second. But first, let's do this. Let me max screen this for you.
You need to leave.
I'm not leaving. Okay?
You're coming up here taking photos of pictures?
Yeah. First of all, lower your voice now.
All I asked you is why you're here taking photographs of other people's property. You're taking pictures of other people's vehicles and license plates, which is against the law.
Taking photography.
Okay. Not here. Not right now, okay?
Okay. What are you going to do if I don't stop?
But taking license plate pictures of license plates, you are not allowed to do. Do you have your ID on you?
Do you have your ID on you?
Now you're on our accident scene,
okay.
So I want you to identify yourself.
I want you to identify yourself right now.
Officer Cagle.
Lake Jackson, Texas police attacked and arrested a citizen journalist for filming the aftermath of a car crash on Friday afternoon. Roland Reyes runs the Facebook group Brazoria County News, which has over 10,000 members. As you will see in the video, the officer clearly articulates that the dispute is specifically about the man filming, which is a constitutionally protected activity. A woman who was closer to the vehicles was also filming. A man was standing in the middle of the road. The traffic officer admitted that the accident scene was done, yet Officer Cagle claims the man was interfering with an investigation. Interfering with public duties is the go-to contempt of cop charge that tyrants use to criminalize constitutionally protected activity that they do not like.
What did you say now?
I asked you, why are you here?
I said I'm taking photos.
Okay. Are you allowed on this accident scene? That's what I'm asking you.
You're asking me if I'm allowed to be here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do you think?
Okay. I need you to leave, please.
I'm not going to leave.
Mendoza, your accident scene. He's taking pictures of other people's vehicles and license plates, which is against the law. What are you doing right now?
Oh, I am just... I am embarrassed for these cops, okay? Because you hear me frequently take up for law enforcement and the good cops out there. And when I see something like this, I am embarrassed for all the good cops that are out there doing the job right. Taking pictures of license plates is illegal? No, it's not. Taking pictures of the accident scene, illegal? No, it's not. My God, you'd think this was 1999. These officers have had training on public photography. I've been down and dealt with Lake Jackson, and I know that they're aware that you can be out in public taking pictures, and that's exactly what that is. And that includes license plate numbers. I am just... It boggles my mind that in 2022, we still have this going on. And they arrested that guy. Arrested him for interfering, which, as Justin said, is the police go-to, contempt of cop charge. Okay, so Justin contacted the Lake Jackson Police Department trying to get more information, and let's see what they had to say. Now, I will tell you, and it's not just Lake Jackson, but police departments in general, not all of them, but most of them, Houston PD, LaPorte, Deer Park PD, Harris County Sheriff's Department. If they catch you doing something wrong, by God, they will put that video footage out in a second. They want it out there. They want everybody to see it. But when their guys screw up, you need a court order to get the footage. So let's see what the chief of police of Lake Jackson has to say about this. Let me see which one is which here. This one. There we go. And it would just click over to, nope, this one. Here we go. Mr. Pulliam, your request is to conduct an interview concerning a matter under internal review of which you have no direct knowledge. Okay, I saw the video. The video is pretty direct and pretty knowledgeable to me. No direct knowledge, so it must be denied. Transparency does not include speaking about a matter that has not been fully investigated. I saw the video. It's not edited, and the police department has access to the body cam footage, which they will not release to us. I mean, how much of an investigation does this take? As evidence of our openness and commitment to good policing, this encounter was disclosed internally by our own supervision as a serious incident needing investigation prior to any outside attention given to this matter. In other words, we need time to get our story straight to try and cover this up before the press gets hold of it and the people find out about it and the bootlickers that worship us start saying, hey, that's not right. They don't want that. It's one of the reasons they hate us so much is because we shoot holes in their lies. We expose their lies, and they hate that. It screws up their whole hero narrative. Our transparency and the great support we have from the citizens we serve does not come from an expectation of perfection, but from our willingness to prepare, review, and improve. Now, I go along with that. When you're open and honest about when you screw up, just as much as you are open and honest about when you do it right, people will back you up. I'll back you up. But when you bury your head in the sand and say, we did no wrong, that is not acceptable in this day and age. Please have faith. There are a lot of outstanding men and women performing the very necessary and difficult job that is law enforcement. I'm sorry. And we work hard each day to serve the citizens of our area. I strongly believe from conversations in the past, we are not on opposite sides of issues like this. So a fair process and informed decisions can be expected. Signed, Paul M. Kibadeau, Chief of Police, Lake Jackson Police Department, blah, blah, blah. Transparency means being honest, equally honest when you screw up as you are when you do it right. I expect that police officers, because they're human, I expect that they will make mistakes. I have no issue with that. It exposes weaknesses in training. It exposes weaknesses in policy. It exposes where there needs to be change. But covering up and being less than forthcoming with information when you screw up creates distrust and discord in the community and separates you from the communities you're supposed to be serving. Unfortunately, a lot of police the police unions have enacted all these protections for cops that don't exist for you and I. And that further serves to divide law enforcement from the communities. If this chief were truly interested in transparency and accountability, he would be open and honest about this right from the get-go. However, there are some protections in place for officers and unionized thugs that will prevent you from ever knowing what he did to this officer. If he suspends this officer, you'll never know it. He can't come out and tell, hey, that was wrong and here's what I did. He can talk about policy changes, he can talk about a lot of other things, but he cannot talk about how he disciplines an officer. Your employee, okay, our employee, we don't get to know how this situation was resolved. This activist, he's not even an activist, he's an independent journalist, went to jail, was arrested, and went to jail simply for doing what he's supposed to do because he hurt that cop's feelings. He didn't jump down the ground and lick his boots. Oh, thank you, officer, you're so good, you're so great. Instead, he stood there and said, no, I have the right to be here. That is my right. And I'm going to stand firm on my right against costumed government thugs. And those costumed government thugs then abducted him, took him to jail, exposed him to a COVID-infested jailhouse unnecessarily, simply because their feelings were hurt. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. He's going to beat that case, and when he beats that case, I'm going to 100% personally finance his federal lawsuit against the city of Lake Jackson. How about that? Guys, thanks for jumping in here. I haven't been watching your comments. I'm kind of caught up here. This is just unacceptably stupid. I urge you, go over to Justin's channel. The link is in the description and watch the entire video. It is mind-boggling that this is still happening. Thanks for watching. I will also, when I get a second here, Extra Good Citizen went over to Lake Jackson today, and they flat out told him, had that been him out there recording, that he would have been arrested. That's what's going on down in Lake Jackson, Texas. They hate accountability, they hate exposure, and they hate cameras. Y'all be safe, have a good day, and I'll see you again soon.